Okay, so the first thing I did was I built my plywood boxes for my forms, which is basically just like building a little wall out of 2x4s and adding 3/4 inch plywood. So I got my 4 sides here ready to put together. Also, I'm leaving all this in here because this is great fill. That means less concrete for me to have to mix and pour. First thing I'm gonna do is get this screwed together. So we've been having gear malfunctions, grinder malfunctions, all sorts of stuff, but we're finally ready to go. I'm gonna pin this to the ground now. They're cutting rebar. We're ready to get going. Okay, 3 bags ought to be enough. Okay, yeah, keep giving me water.
Where's the... One job.
Yeah, just keep it going. Little silicosis never hurt anybody. Where's the dust now? Okay, let's stop there. What we're gonna try and do here is give it as little water as possible, because the less water it has in the mix, the stronger it's gonna be. And you wanna get it to a point where, see this stuff down here is way too wet and sloppy, and this stuff up here is still a bit dry. But once you get the two mixed together, it's probably gonna be just right. So it's gonna take a little more time than making a sloppy mix will, but it's gonna be stronger in the long run. You gotta be careful with concrete. It goes from being workable to sloppy in just like a few sprays, like a tablespoon of water it feels like. So it's probably perfect right now. Almost a bit wet actually. But it's the bottom of the ledge, so it'll be good. Now, into the form. Yeah.
I'm just checking. I'm gonna get in here.
It's coming along. Long way to go yet, but it's coming along. So I even splurged and got a concrete vibrator. Here we go. We're gonna give the thing a little dip.
That must be satisfying. It's like spreading butter on toast.
It's got a better shine from over here.
Alright, so here is the ledge. I stripped the forms yesterday, waxed this side and gave it a test. Not really working yet, but that's because I didn't spray a coat of lacquer on it. So I got a few grinds out of it. But anyways, let's take a close look at this ledge real quick. So as you can see, I took a little time on the design. I'll explain that in a moment. Now, unfortunately, it started raining when we were finishing the concrete, so we had to put plastic on it right away, which left kind of an unpleasant finish. So I had to do a whole bunch of grinding. You can see the grinder swirl marks, just to get little stuff off. I also had to grind this edge down to round because I wasn't able to finish the edge with a round over tool because it was raining. So this edge I haven't done yet. I'm about to do that right now. And you can see there's all these nubblies that need to be ground off. So we got a good round over on it now, but the grinder leaves little lines going perpendicular to the ledge, so it's like grinding a file. So I went and bought one of these today, a rub brick, and I'm gonna push all the little lines off. Okay, so let's get into the weird design of this ledge. So this is kind of my first draft that I built before I'd refined it a little, but the idea behind this cutout, like having it 45 down to there, is when this ledge starts to get pretty worn out and chunky, you can get a big concrete saw, and they have like, you know, deep blades, and you can just cut an inch off of this thing and have a nice fresh ledge again. You could probably do that about 4 times. So that's the idea. And I also used high strength concrete on this and threw extra aggregate in there and also threw a bunch of weld bond in the concrete to give it even extra strength. So this edge of the concrete is the strongest part and hopefully will last a long time. The only thing I'm worried about is the fact that I had to grind the aggregates down. I think is going to give some of them a sharp edge, which is going to make some of them want to flip out instead of stay locked in for a longer period of time. So we'll see how it works. Anyways, let's take an up close look at this. So I've just sprayed 1 coat of lacquer on this ledge, and the concrete's soaking it up real nice because it's nice and fresh. But look at those rocks. So that's not quite what I'm going for. I wanted more of them closer together, but in some parts, like right here, that's what I was going for. Lots of rocks, nice and close together. So this is gonna help it be nice and slick once somebody puts some wax on. If people can stay off it tonight, damn it. I'm putting as much on as I can to give it a real good head start. Because once people put wax on this, nothing's gonna stick anymore. So I'm about to do my first grind on this ledge, and had some of the locals here warming it up. Gave them my blessing to wax it up and break it in for me. But apparently it ground amazingly first go. And that would be because of the lacquer. So I'm about to do my first 50. Oh! That was really good. Woo! Ah! Gotta warm up a little and then we'll do some more. Okay, so the new ledge at the Old Richmond Skate Park is now open for business. It's chunking up a little, so bring your wax, do your lean back tricks, and hopefully you can make it work. Anyways, we'll have to see how this does long term. You know, it is kind of blowing apart, but we did mix this concrete by ourselves, by hand, and not get to actually finish it very nicely because the rain came. So we'll have to see how it holds up over time, but at the very least, it serves as a good brainstorming session as to how to build a really nice concrete ledge, see how it does long term. Anyways, thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you found this useful. I hope it gives you lots of ideas as to how to build a really awesome ledge somewhere so that we can get some real grinds going on. Chunky ledge prototype #1. Here it is. Here I go. Thanks for watching, you guys. May your next session be your best session yet.